Groups of people are gathering in living rooms all across the country to experience this thing called Crossroads Anywhere. And because of the I'm In campaign, Crossroads Anywhere has been growing rapidly. This summer, we flew to Seattle, Washington to meet with one of those growing communities. Once strangers, now family, this group welcomed in Kathy at one of the most difficult times in her life.
So I'm originally from Seattle. About 10 years ago, I decided to settle in Atlanta, Georgia. 2.5 years ago, my brother, who I dearly loved, and he was kind of my hero, passed away unexpectedly. So I came back. I worked very hard to help my parents move from the 3-story house they were in to a single-level home. But 2 weeks after we moved them into their new home, my mother had a stroke. And she had a stroke with me standing right in front of her. This past December, I was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer. So I had difficulty just getting to church. I was broken. After all I had been through, it wasn't like I was mad with God about this diagnosis. It was like I would be rolling my eyes and saying, really? Are you kidding me? You know, one more thing. You know, cancer can be very isolating, plus I'm single. So I was feeling alone in my space. And then I felt like I had this very isolating disease. So, you know, I did the kind of the church hopping for a while and decided to do church at home. And my best friend Len, who I've known for the last 20 years, she helped me kind of think outside the box. There ended up being a Crossroads community here in Seattle, you know, folks meeting in a home. I hadn't really thought about worshiping in a home. I had always been a church goer, but one of the, Katie Meyer, who was one of the Crossroads members here in Seattle, reached out to me via email. So we ended up meeting at one of the local restaurants, and it felt like I was being introduced to my family. Katie was warm and inviting. Scott and Janine, who are hosting the service, it just felt really good. I came and participated one time and I was hooked. I just felt like I had been familiar. They were familiar to me, even though we had never met. The more we hung out together, the more we enjoyed church together, the closer the relationship became. So, I show up typically a little early, say hello to everyone and come in the kitchen and have my coffee, and then we'll sit down and watch the service around 11 o'clock. And after service is over, we have an opportunity to just kind of share our thoughts about the service. And then prayer, which is really powerful because we each get an opportunity to either pray for someone else or ask for prayer. And now having this renewed essence of Christ kind of residing within me makes it a whole lot easier to get through those tough times, because I know it's not always going to be like this. It's awesome.
Because of your financial sacrifice to the I'm In campaign, thousands of people like Kathy around the country are able to live life in community and call Crossroads home.